Welcome to today's video. Have you ever wondered why ruthless, cunning, and even heartless people can achieve the greatest success in society? Why, while good people try to live with integrity, do the bad ones seem to climb to positions of power so easily? This is a question many have asked, and in today's video, we'll explore a famous theory by Niccolò Machiavelli, the thinker who wrote The Prince to analyze power and how it's gained. Machiavelli once said, "The ends justify the means," and this perspective helps explain why bad people sometimes succeed. Let's dive into this. Part 1. Power and the harsh truth. Imagine you're in a fierce competition. You have honest friends who are hardworking, principled, and you have the bad players who use tricks and lies to achieve their goals. While you're trying to stick to your ethics, these people bypass you, climbing to higher positions without caring who they hurt. Doesn't that seem unfair? Why do bad people seem to achieve what they want while the good ones always struggle? In his famous book, Machiavelli explains that power doesn't always come from integrity or morality, but often from the ability to use strategy and manipulation in the game of power. And that's why sometimes bad people rise to the top and succeed. Part 2. Machiavelli and the Theory of Power. To better understand why bad people succeed, we need to take a look at one of Machiavelli's most prominent works, The Prince. Machiavelli wasn't a person who suggested you live by what you think is right. Instead, he taught you how to gain and maintain power by any means necessary. One of the key principles Machiavelli discusses is the ends justify the means. This means that if you want to achieve a big goal, sometimes you have to accept using unethical methods. This doesn't mean that Machiavelli encourages cruelty, but he recognizes that in a world full of political maneuvering, to survive and succeed, you can't always follow the moral high ground. According to Machiavelli, a leader must know when to show generosity, when to use cruelty, and when to be clever in deceiving others to achieve their goals. The bad players, according to Machiavelli, often succeed because they know better than anyone else how to manipulate power. Part 3. The Paradox of Success. Although Machiavelli emphasizes the importance of power and strategy, this doesn't mean that the success of bad people will last forever. Machiavelli understands that power can be a double-edged sword. A leader may gain power by using manipulation and cruelty, but that power may not last long if it's not handled with finesse and long-term political strategy. We've seen many cases in history, from ruthless emperors to cruel CEOs who rose to power and achieved success, but eventually fell due to their inability to stabilize their rule. Cruel strategies might help you achieve your goals in the short term, but when resistance grows, you can lose everything. Machiavelli warns that power must be maintained wisely, and if not, you'll be easily overthrown by those you've trampled on your way to the top. Part 4. How to succeed without losing your integrity. So, what can we do to succeed without losing our character? While Machiavelli advocates for using smart strategies and sometimes cruel methods to gain power, he also says that a leader must have wisdom and know how to maintain respect from others. Success doesn't just come from deception or manipulation. It comes from knowing what you're doing and using power wisely and ethically. You don't need to be a bad person to succeed. You just need to know how to deal with this competitive world without losing your essence. Combining smart strategies, building relationships carefully, and maintaining trust will help you sustain power in the long run. To succeed without losing yourself, you must learn to lead without harming others and not use power just to satisfy your own desires. In the end, we must ask ourselves, is power really the ultimate goal in life? Machiavelli might argue that power is crucial to success, but true success doesn't just come from gaining power. It comes from using power wisely, maintaining your character, and preserving the respect of others. So what will you do to succeed without becoming a bad person? Always remember that power is a tool, and when you learn how to use it without letting it control you, you'll become a true leader. If you found this video interesting and feel it gives you new insights about power and success, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share your thoughts in the comments about how you view power and success. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. I wish you strength and confidence in your journey toward success.